What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hammer Down Motorsports. Today we have a little bit of a rainy day, but we're taking the Super Duty on a little bit of a road trip. We're heading over to the Philadelphia area to Limitless Auto Works. We're going to be meeting up with them, and they do have some new products we're going to be checking out for the truck, and going to have some new videos coming out for you guys on that as well. Also, ARod from Powerstroke Tech Talk YouTube channel is down from Detroit, so we're going to be meeting up with him as well and checking out his Super Duty and trying to learn a few things because he's got a lot of experience when it comes to these trucks. He's a Ford technician, and if you guys have seen his videos, you know he's pretty much covered everything there is to know about these. So we're going to try to see if we can learn something new today, and it should be a good time.
That thing is sweet.
Imagine what it's like inside. It's still echoing.
What do you think of the Starlight Headliner?
That is, you know what? That's pretty damn slick. Do you guys dig this? Would you get this in your truck? Would you get this in your car?
You should get it in everything. I would have this in my house if I could. It's like a kind of like a limo style. And the
Dude,
kids
I
love it.
was gonna say my daughter would love that.
Oh yeah, and we're driving down the road, like you can even with the tint, you can see it so well. Everybody's
Can
just
you
staring.
really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I
Yeah,
gotta
it's
check
like
that
a
out.
party in there. It's great.
That's awesome.
All right, so we got Forscan over here on the laptop. We're going to be doing a little bit of updating on this thing just to get some of the things that the factory puts in these trucks that is a little bit annoying. We're going to have that switched up and retrofitted, and we're going to hopefully have everything sorted on this truck the way we want it. All right, so we have the man hooked up.
Finally. We were running into some technical difficulties, but we are back. We're Forscanning some stuff. I noticed Steve didn't have OCR. He didn't have temps over gauges and some other little stuff that we're going to do.
My TPMS.
We changed that. Gonna have to drive it for the sensors to check in. But right now we're going to be going for his Bambi mode. So we're going to be in block in the BCM 7263902. So right now it's on, and I'm going to write it. When we hit the brights, you can see the fog light emblem goes off when the brights are on. So I'm going to hit write. He's going to do a configuration down here at the BCM. You're going to hear some clicking, and it's going to tell you to cycle the key. But if you notice now, when the brights are on, the fog light indicator does not go off anymore. So now you have, maximum brightness. Not brightness, but I should say, the fog lights can now stay on. Another big one is, so when you got the truck running and oh honey, I forgot something in the house. You leave the key in your pocket, you go to shut the door or what have you, if it's early in the morning. As soon as the door latch is shut, the horn goes tick, 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 tick. Well, that's super annoying for people, and we're going to turn that off. That is in block 7266302. Again, this is in the BCM. We're going to take that 1 out and put a 0 and then hit right, and it's going to do again some clicking down here, prompt us to cycle the key.
This is where mechanic work gets to be computer programming.
Really.
But if you're going to get into Forscan, basically what you're doing is you're going into the code of
as built.
What's in the computer, and you're actually changing one of the digits so the computer recognizes what the program wants it to do instead of what it does from the factory. All right, so another thing he's going to do on our whole Forscan revamp of this truck is, you can see the C-rings are so dim on this truck right now. So what he's going to do, he's going to go in and change that, and we're going to change the intensity to that right there. And I think that looks so much better. Definitely has a whole new look to the truck now. You have these bright C-rings as you're going down the road. So if you guys didn't catch everything that we did, kind of the whole computer thing can kind of be confusing, but basically the options that we've added to the truck now with Forscan, we have the brighter C-rings, we have the DPF filter now has a percentage, so you can actually see what it is.
Very important.
Yes, now you
How
can
would
see.
you know? You'd be driving around and not even know you'd be at 80%,
Right.
100%.
So we're at 65%. Now we know that. You can't see that from normally on the factory. Our temperature gauge now has the actual Fahrenheit gauge above it now, so we know what that little bar is actually reading in a real number. And we also have Bambi mode, so our fog lights will stay on with the brights. We also changed the threshold for our TPMS, so now that I run these at a lower pressure, I won't have a tire light anymore. And we also have your auto exhaust cleaning. So if it's gonna come on automatically. If it's 95%, you wanna shut your truck off, now I can cancel it and I can restart it when I go and drive the truck again to make sure it's actually gonna get clean. I'm just gonna sit there super hot on my driveway.
The biggest thing is having regen start and you canceling it. Or you pulling up to the job site, or you pulling up to the house, or wherever you're doing, and it's in the middle of a regen. It can happen. But repeated scenarios of that happening, it just is a snowball effect. The filter keeps getting full and full and full, and the fuller it gets, it can't efficiently clean it out using the truck by itself. That's when we have to hook up the scan tool, manually do a regen, 2, 3, sometimes 4 times, got to take it out and drive it. So having that up is like big information. You'll be able to change your driving habits based on, you know, that filter percentage.
So basically, for the people that own a diesel truck and actually want to take the time to make sure that everything is done correctly, to make these things operate properly, this is really going to keep you out of the shop, keep these things running for a very long time, especially if you're going to keep your emissions on your truck, which absolutely everybody does, right?
Got to keep a clean filter. You're not going to have power problems. You're not going to have a derate situation. A lot of you guys, I won't say a lot of you guys, but a lot of companies will run the trucks when they have faults, and it just keeps going and going and going, and now they're idle only, or they're stuck on the side of the road, and it's not going to move.
Yes,
So-
nothing gets less maintenance usually than a company vehicle.
That's the worst.
Turn the key and go. You're not paid to basically take care of the thing, or the next guy's not going to take care of it. So when you own your own truck, you really want to have these tools so you can make sure that your maintenance is up to date and you're doing the regens at the right time and everything runs optimally with all this stuff that we have to have on our trucks, unfortunately.
If you guys are going to be interested in getting some of the things done that we just did today, and you're not able or not comfortable doing computer work, you can reach out to Hammer Down. You can reach out to myself. He'll put a link to my channel in the description. And if we need to do some remote programming, remote Forscan, we got a lot of items we talk about over the live stream on Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. And what your Powerstroke it is, what problems you have. If we can hook the computer up remotely and try to point you in the right direction, you gotta have the computer in order to talk to the truck. You gotta have a code. We have to have some sort of path. So just like he was saying, if you guys are operating, diesel trucks or whatever, having the right equipment is going to be,
Yeah.
game changer, 100%. Sometimes going to AutoZone, pulling the code, you need just a little more than that.
Just a little bit, especially when you're operating a truck that has like a $12,000 fuel system in it. Yeah, you want to make sure it runs good. So big thanks to ARod for hooking it up. This is the guy you want to go through your computer and do all the things to make it run the way it should.
Powerstroke Tech Talk with ARod. Check me out Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm trying to make relatable content for the everyday Powerstroke owner, 6'7", 6'0", and even the crappy 6'4s. But it's something that I want everybody to be well versed on, not only for the maintenance, but the aftermarket OE goodies that we add on. Freaking love these trucks, man.
Heck yeah. There's a reason why I went from a 14 Cummins to a Ford, which I never thought I would do, to be honest. But
I love lights.
we're here now, and this guy was part of that. So
I love lights.
yes, I do too.
So there it is, everybody. We do have some of our Forscan stuff done now. I have some new products from Limitless Auto Works that we're going to be doing in some upcoming videos. So definitely stay tuned for those. If you guys enjoyed this video, you found it informative, definitely drop some comments in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video and you've made it this far, definitely drop Forscan, Forscan, in the description, or anything you'd like to say. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, keep that hammer down.